Bizzarp.
Team Ramrod.
Hey! Welcome to the Bizzarp Podcast, your source for all things geek. We are your hosts. I'm Davey.
I'm Mark.
And we are very pleased to bring you our 10th episode, which also happens to be our Halloween episode. On last week's show, we talked about some exciting new spooky shows and games. So this week, we're also going to cover a couple of topics. But we're also going to spend some extra time doing what we do best, bullshit about stuff we like. The Bizzarp Podcast is part of the Bizzarp Network. You can find this podcast and other goodies at bizzarp.com. You can also email us at feedback@bizzarp.com. So, man, Halloween.
Hi.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What are you dressing up as?
I'm going as fucking Markiplier from YouTube.
Yeah.
I got his haircut and I dyed my hair and all that good shit. It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. No,
I'm excited for it.
I didn't actually know this guy was, but you showed me some of the videos, and it is eerily, like, you guys look very similar.
Yeah.
Especially with your haircut and everything. It's creepy.
It's awesome.
Are you doing anything for Halloween?
Well, I mean, Max, my son, we're going to take him trick-or-treating. I'm not sure where that's happening for sure yet, but I know it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be basically Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we got this little costume where it's like overalls, but it looks like he's riding a dragon. And then we got him a Viking helmet, and we're going to put like a fake beard on. We're going to draw on a fake beard and give him a sword.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty badass.
We're dressing Danny up as an Ewok.
Nice.
It's basically just a teddy bear costume with a brown shirt over it as like the hood. And that's pretty much it.
Oh, that's great. Oh, man.
And I'm bringing back Senor Loco.
You were telling me about that.
Yeah, a couple years ago I was a Mexican luchador because I got a luchador mask at the Puyallup Fair, and I I got a cape, and I went to a party as Senor Loco with just a thong, a cape, and tights, and my mask. So this year I'm going to be Senor Loco on vacation. So the mask and a Halloween shirt and my swimming trunks and a straw hat.
I think it'd be great if you had like a Hawaiian shirt.
I do have a Hawaiian shirt.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I bought one today at Value Village.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say, because Value Village has all the cool cheap shit.
Yeah. Like, we went to Goodwill and it was not as good. But anyway.
No, Goodwill sucks.
So let's jump. We do have a couple of topics to go over here. We kind of blew through most of the topics we want to talk about last week, but first one is there was this sequel for Halloween called Halloween Returns, and apparently it has been delayed.
Now,
yeah,
I'm tired of Halloween movies, and not like just generic Halloween, spooky ghost kind of movies. I'm talking about like Halloween, Michael Myers. I'm tired of the Michael Myers movies.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I liked I actually liked the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. I think those are a really well done reboot.
Yeah, absolutely. Those were really good.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, I was like, we don't really need any more. Those are fine as they are. But I read the article that you showed me of the Halloween Returns, and the one thing I took from it was that somebody said it was highly anticipated. And it was the first time I've ever heard of this movie being made.
Yeah, me too. Like, I didn't even know that this sequel was going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the sequel of a sequel of a sequel.
Yeah.
So fucking... be done. Just be done. I haven't been asking for any more Jason films.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's such a popular franchise that as long as people will go see it, they're going to keep making movies. You
I
know,
don't even know who the franchise owner. Like, I don't even know who this guy is. At
I don't
least
know, but
with the remakes, it was at least Rob Zombie. I knew who it was. I knew what to expect.
But what's happening here? Why we're bitching here? Is the franchise producer Malek Akkad. I think that's how he's pronounced his name.
Yeah.
Apparently he said that there's a lot of things going on in the studio in Hollywood. He didn't really go into specifics, but apparently production has been delayed on Halloween Returns, and he's saying it's for the better, and that they're looking to make changes that will improve the film and things like that. But I don't know if there's enough fans willing to keep this alive.
What if it's a cover up?
A cover up of what?
Maybe the actor playing Michael Myers snapped and started killing people, and now they're like, oh shit.
Oh my god. Like Halloween becomes real.
Yeah.
He takes the mask and just starts just stabbing the shit out of people.
Like, I know that's a horrible thought, but at least then it's a little juicier story.
It's a Halloween episode, man. We can have horrible thoughts. So speaking of horrible thoughts, let's move on to the next one. So Ash vs. the Evil Dead. Apparently TV Guide has released a guide to the Evil Dead franchise that goes over all three of the movies, includes the backstory, and has some clips and things like that to kind of bring the uninitiated up to speed on the series before the TV show Ash vs. Evil Dead starts.
Which is like, hey TV Guide, do you realize that they're playing all the fucking movies right now? All of them.
Yeah,
like,
but
I saw Evil Dead played 3 different times today on 3 different channels.
Oh shit! I should have watched that.
Like, this is for the lazy.
Well,
the people who don't want to watch it, they just want to get all their friends are hyped. They want to be hyped. TV Guide's like, okay, well, here's your backstory. Just read this paragraph. Here's a funny clip, probably one of the best clips of the movie. Here's a badass clip. And then we move on to Evil Dead 2. Read this paragraph. Here's the best clip. Here's the funniest. Here's the most badass. Army of Darkness. You're caught up.
I think it's convenient, at least. It's, not a lot of people have the time to sit down and watch the movies. But you should watch the movies anyway, because they're awesome.
So good.
I'm so stoked for the TV show, by the way.
I am too, but I'm sad.
Why?
Because I don't have stars right now, and I'm not in a place where I can just afford to buy stars while this is going on.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I have stars, actually. I did, but I wonder if that package right now. I have HBO, but I don't know.
Yeah, I have HBO too. However, if it's like still going or it's ending about the same time American Gods kicks up, I'm getting stars for American Gods.
Oh yeah.
I can always just watch it on demand.
Yeah.
As much as I don't want to do that.
Well, it actually airs on Halloween, so hopefully Amanda and I are going to a party after we take Danny, around the neighborhood, briefly trick or treating. But
right.
So I don't know. Maybe they'll have it on at the party, but I'd really want to watch the premiere on Halloween. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that'd be groovy.
Groovy. All right, so let's move on to our first. We have 2 bullshit questions today for this episode.
You're gonna be so mad at me.
Oh God, no. Oh well,
All right,
all
go
right,
ahead.
fine.
You do it.
So our first BS question here is what is your favorite Halloween movie or Halloween movies? You get one or two.
Yeah. Okay. So before we move on, when we originally talked about it, it was your favorite horror movie. Then it became favorite Halloween movie, pre-circa 1995. Now it's just favorite Halloween movies.
I thought it was simpler.
So, with the Halloween theme in mind, instead of horror, Halloween themed, and I'm going to go ahead and get that pre-circa 1995 going. I'm going to say Hocus Pocus.
Very
which
nice.
was filmed in 1993.
Very nice. Yeah.
Halloween, man.
The funny thing is that was actually Amanda's pick when I asked her
Was
the
it?
same question. Yeah.
I mean, Halloween Town, I think, was before 1995.
I don't know. But
It might have been a little later.
Yeah. Halloween Town is surprisingly good.
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah. If everybody doesn't remember Halloween Town, if you're of our generation, then shame on you. But it was from a Disney original movie that came out in the 90s. It was about a hidden town where all the Halloween, ghouls and goblins lived. It was surprisingly good. Watched it the other night.
It was good enough that there was 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, the sequels suck though.
The second one wasn't that bad. It's not good, but it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's that second, it's the sequel. It's cheesy. Yeah.
Yeah. They're fun though.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, not all Halloween movies have to be, super scary or spooky or anything like that.
Yeah.
Hocus Pocus is a perfect example. The movie's a classic.
Hocus Pocus is fantastic.
I'm both angry and excited about the Hocus Pocus sequel.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it play out and see how it goes. I don't expect it to be good,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to be hopeful. Maybe they'll surprise me.
Yeah, it's Sarah Jessica Parker, right? The hot witch. Yeah, she's not nearly as hot.
God damn it! I'm just thinking about South Park now.
The 2 witch sisters and their horse.
God damn it! Shut up.
Well, all right. Let's.
We can.
My pick here. I'm gonna pick 2 here. I'm gonna go more the scary side. It's also very comical, but Evil Dead is my pick for. It was gonna be my classic pick, and I'd say as far as a more modern Halloween or horror movie, I'd have to say The Conjuring.
Yeah, no, that was good. Yeah.
Just the James Wan is a really good director, and the Conjuring they had a lot of really really creative, creepy camera work and effects.
It was I don't like scary movies. I never have, but I watched that with Amanda, and fuck that. I can honestly say it was really good, and say that it was really fucking spooky. And
See, I love scary movies. Did you ever see Annabelle?
Nope.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for you. It was I really enjoyed it, and it, in a lot of ways, it was creepier than The Conjuring.
And they're making a second Conjuring.
Yeah, that's going to be really cool.
Fuck that noise. I saw the first one. I don't need to see anymore.
What's interesting about it is the Conjuring and the Conjuring 2 follow this this couple that are they're exorcists, and
Right.
they work cases, and they're actual people, and they've worked actual cases, and like Conjuring is based on a real story. The Annabelle doll is an actual doll that they have at their house, and the Conjuring 2 is going to be based on another case that was actually happened over in Britain.
Really?
Yeah, so it's really quite interesting how the movies are tied together through that couple, and the stories that they're based on are fucking creepy.
Yeah.
That Annabelle doll is insane.
Speaking of scary stories.
Our second BS question: what is your favorite scary book?
Mine fucked with me for a while there in high school when I first read it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's some good old Lord of the Flies.
No, I've never actually read that.
Dude. Seriously. Very graphic.
Yeah.
Like, for a book, that's graphic as fuck.
Isn't it about, like, kids, too?
Oh, yeah.
And they just, like,
Kids
fucking
and
kill each other and stuff?
monsters and fucking giving birth to shit that you shouldn't be giving birth to.
What the fuck? I need to read this book.
Yeah, you do. You can also watch the movie, which is actually really like well done with the book.
Yeah.
It's one of those kind of, here's the book, here's the movie adaptation. Oh my god, they coincide really well.
Kind of like The Green Mile.
Yes.
Okay. I'm surprised I never read that. Was that an assignment for you in high school?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I haven't really read a whole lot of horror books. I wonder how those would be. Oh god, why did I do this to myself? What about yours?
For me, I'd have to pick The Shining. That was the first book that I read that like actually physically frightened me, where I was sitting in my room and like every small little sound just made me jump, and I was like anxious, and I felt like there were people watching me and shit. It was reading that book for the first time was intense.
Red rum.
Oh, I hated that in the movie.
Yeah,
I love the movie, but that and like the really loud, shrill sound he hears when there's like scary shit going on, just my ears can't take that shit. But anyway, The Shining is an excellent book.
No, it is a good book. I've read that. I wasn't as scared by that book, but I didn't read that till just a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So, I matured more. I'm used to freaking Stephen King's writing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the other thing. It was I think it was one of my first Stephen King books that I read.
Yeah.
Did you ever read Dr. Sleep, the sequel?
No, I did not.
That one's really good too.
I want to read it.
Yeah, and that follows Danny Torrance as a man.
Right.
As like he's fully grown, and the time difference between the books is the actual time difference in the plot.
Yeah.
So,
which was amazing.
Not as creepy, and doesn't have a lot as scary imagery or anything, but it does have a very interesting plot, and I love how it wrapped up things with Danny Torrance and his father.
Well, I'll have to read that sometime. And be like,
woo, I have it around here. I have it around here somewhere. I'll let you borrow it.
Nice.
All right, so let's wrap this up here and move on to the spooky, scary geek news. Not really spooky, scary.
Spooky, scary. Alright, so first thing I gotta do is one of our regular guests, Mother Creepypasta, She's a creepypasta narrator on YouTube. She has usually she does 1-2 a month. She's posted like 3 so far this month, for Halloween. Along the lines of, the theme of, experiments. And, all the narrators have like a Halloween spooktacular. So on Halloween they put out one that they've been like really waiting to do. One that'll get you. And, her spooktacular, I'm not going to reveal it, what it is, but I know it's going to be fun. And, it's going to be more of a new original creepypasta.
Ooh.
And I wrote it.
Ooh, very nice.
So it'll come out on Halloween. It's going to be pretty fun. I'm excited for it.
Hell yeah.
And then there's, Mr. Creepypasta, all the narrators, really. If you're a fan of horror and just creepy stuff in general, I'd go check them out on YouTube. It'll be a pretty good, scary time for your ears.
Yeah, and those are really fun to, if you're driving at night, if you have a way to listen to things on your phone.
Oh god, I could not imagine doing that.
Yeah, driving home at night and listening to, creepypasta on my Bluetooth speaker and just freaking myself the hell out. I don't know why I do this to myself.
But yeah, I just wanted to plug that real quick before we move on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, we'll move on to something that's kind of like really scary. Is Bethesda has teamed up with Carlsberg, UK, to create Fallout themed beer. See, the terrifying, scary part about this is that it's only in UK.
God damn it!
It's not over here at all.
The horror.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. I fear for the UK right now.
I wonder if you could import it.
It'd
be expensive as hell.
You can't buy it and have it shipped to the US currently.
Damn.
Now, if you have hookups in the UK who might buy it for you and send it to you, that's one thing. But I'm going to assume that's going to cost some money.
Yeah.
But you still have your Fallout themed beer. It's a light Pilsner beer, so it's like your Rolling Rocks or stuff like that.
Or like,
It's perfect for your for when you're rolling around in your turtlenecks and chain.
In your what?
Turtlenecks and chain.
Oh.
Sipping on a light beer.
Light beer.
Hey, light beer's good.
Let's go to the next one. I want to talk about that one.
Okay. So, sometimes things can be spooky, scary, and everyone loves it. And this one, we have director Edward Wright is teaming up with Johnny Depp to make an adaptation of Neil Gaiman's Fortunately the Milk. The movie is a children's book of Neil Gaiman's, which I think is the first time a children's book has been made into a movie.
False.
By Neil Gaiman.
Coraline, dude.
That's not a children's book, it's a comic. That's a graphic novel, and that is not a children's book.
I thought it was.
I would not read that to a child. Are you kidding me? I think it's terrifying. And it's a graphic novel.
Okay.
It's technically a comic book.
Okay. Alright, that makes more sense. Okay.
The script is written by Brett McKenzie, who's one half of the genius that is Flight of the Conchords.
Ooh.
Yeah. Love me some Flight of the Conchords.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, what do you think about that? Fortunately, the Milk. I know it's one of his bigger selling kids books. I haven't read it myself, but I want to get it.
Neither have I. But just reading the description, like it sounds amazing, and I want to pick it up for my kids.
Yeah.
The description says that it's a whimsical tale of a father who leaves one morning to buy milk and returns home with fantastic stories about his aliens, pirates, and time travel for his son, who is the narrator of the story. That's an awesome children's book.
Yeah. Like, Neil Gaiman's gone around and did, like, I don't know how long he did it for, but I know he went and did a couple shows where he just read Fortunately in the Milk. That was his show. Was just him reading it.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's amazing. That's amazing. Look at all these grown-ass people going to go sit down and have Neil Gaiman read them a children's book. That is cool as hell. Hell yeah. I would too.
So this is... It looks like it's going to be a hybrid live-action animation.
Okay.
So, kind of along the lines of his other movie, Stardust. Or no, Neverwhere.
Neverwhere, yeah.
Yeah. Which had some really crazy visuals, and was pretty dark, but I imagine this will be very light and...
Like whimsical, almost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is weird for Neil Gaiman. Or the Neil Gaiman I know.
Right.
He's whimsical, but dark.
You have a text message.
I do have a text message. That's right, our Bizzarp sound is my text message sound. Get on my level. Anyway.
You're so meta.
I know. I'm a dork is what I am.
Now, the worst for last, the most terrifying thing I've seen in a while. An unauthorized, meaning it will not be on Broadway, probably will be stopped before completes production. Someone is making a Beastie Boys Licensed to Ill musical theater production.
Dun dun dun!
What the fuck? How are you just going to take Beastie Boys Licensed to Ill, the whole album, and put that into a musical? And you're not going to get that you're going to do it unauthorized? You're not going to get the authorization to do that? That sounds like a badass thing to do. And you're going to fuck it over.
What do you mean they're going to fuck it over?
If it's unauthorized and they continue to do it, they can get sued. They don't have the rights to any of the lyrics.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. The Beastie Boys guys seem pretty chill, and they might just say, eh.
They might, but at the same time, I think it's the record labels that own the lyrics right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They might get pissy about it.
Yeah. So we'll see. I would go see it, honestly. If it was like, oh hey, coming to Seattle, Beastie Boys, Licensed to Ill, the musical, I'd be like, fucking yes, I'm there.
Yeah, I said the same thing about Book of Mormon, but at least it probably wouldn't be nearly as expensive as Book of Mormon.
Yeah.
Because that was like, it was like, what, like $50 a ticket?
Yeah.
Which, you know.
These days, that's kind of normal.
Yeah. I'm really pissed that I'm not going to be able to go see Nitro Circus live at the Tacoma Dome.
Oh, no.
Yeah, they're coming here on some Tuesday coming up. I don't know. I can't go. But they... yeah, I was super stoked.
Excited, yeah.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Oh, well. Maybe they'll come back around. Because I love Nitro Circus.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty badass. Every podcast we do a quote, and I'm going to read this quote, and you're going to like it. Oh, I'm going to love it. Oh. Everybody is a book of blood. Wherever we're opened, we're red. Clive Barker.
This has been the Bizzarp Podcast. You can find this podcast and others at www.bizzarp.com. Until next time, sleep with your lights on.
Woo!